Today in this tutorial I want to cover basic formatting in OpenOffice Writer. This is really simple stuff and most of you probably already know this, but I just want to make sure I have it covered so if anybody asks questions I have a tutorial I can refer them to. I'm going to start by getting some sample text. I'm going to go to getlorem.com. I have that saved in my bookmarks toolbar, and the way you can do that is once you get to a website that you want to keep, you can just drag it right here. You grab it right here where this little icon is, and you can just pretty much just drag it. Another way to save it in your bookmarks in general is to hit this little star key here, and it will give you some options where you want to put it: reading list or favorites. I don't want to get too much into that. That's outside the scope of this tutorial. But we're here. I've already got paragraphs selected, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and select copy. And I'm done with that. It's in my clipboard, so I can open my writer by clicking text document. Maximize the application, and normally I hit edit and paste for these videos. When I'm working on my own, I just press Control C to copy and Control V to paste. On a Mac that'd be Command C or Command V. I'm just going to use this toolbar option right here. Notice that cut and copy and paste are all on the toolbar here, so I'm going to go ahead and paste that. Alright, so I've got some text I can play with. I'm going to select this first line, actually this first section up to that comma. I'm going to change the font. And these are some font settings. You can get to these right here on the toolbar. They're also available under Format on the menu bar and then Character. And you can select the kind of font that you want, and it gives you a little sample down here what it looks like. So you get some idea of what you're going to see. I'm just going to use the toolbar options for now, so we're familiar with that. So I'm here, I got the font list. You can see we have quite a few fonts. These aren't always the same. They're different from machine to machine depending on what you have installed, but there are some standard fonts that are installed with every machine. I believe one of the standards, at least for Windows, is Trebuchet. On a Mac you could try like, let me get rid of this in here. Type V. Verdana is one. I believe Helvetica is another one that's usually available on the Mac, but not on a PC, so I'm just going to stick with Trebuchet for now. So go ahead and click that, press T, Trebuchet. Alright, so that's Trebuchet. Looks a little bit different, a little tighter font. I'm going to change the font size to 14 point, and I want to bold it up a bit, and underline it so we know what underlining looks like. And just to make it more interesting, right here are some font coloring, or at least these two have to do with font coloring. This is foreground and background just for the font text you have selected. So I'm going to go ahead and select this, choose red. I've got a red font here. I'm going to select another section, say this is kind of important and I want it to stand out. Right here is highlighting, so I'll go there, and I'm just going to do yellow. So now we've got some highlighted text right here. And let's say this paragraph down here, I want it to stand out. This is a fill tool, and this just works on a per section basis. Paragraphs or lists are just items that are their own kind of block of text or information. So I have this paragraph selected. I'm going to go to the fill tool, and let's select, let's make it a nice kind of turquoise, looks good. It makes that whole paragraph stand out a little bit. I'm going to paste some more, so go up here to my tool and hit paste. So I have some more paragraphs to work with. Now this paragraph I want to kind of change the margins just for this one paragraph, not for the whole page. So I'm going to go up here to Format, select Paragraph, and before text, let's say 1/4 inch. After text, another 1/4 inch. Click OK. I got some margins there. This paragraph here, I want to add a first line indent, so I'll go back up to Format, Paragraph, and first line. You can manually set how far you want the first line to indent, or you can set it for automatic, which is basically based on the font style and some other factors. Actually, to figure that one out, I actually had to click Help, so I'll click Help on here. This is OpenOffice Help. And this is help for the specific dialogue that I'm in this case paragraph. So automatic indents a paragraph according to the font size and line spacing. The setting in the first line box is ignored. In other words, right here under first line, this gets ignored, and it bases its indentation on the font details itself. So I'm going to go ahead and click automatic, and that's what it does. Just a little tiny indentation there. I mean, that looks fine. I'm going to go ahead and go up here to edit. Undo is here. This is the keyboard shortcut. On a Mac, it's probably Command Z. On a PC, it's Control Z. And you can undo your last change, or you can click this little toolbar button right here. And this should give you a list of everything you've done recently. So you can select all these actions to undo if you want. I'm just going to do one. Get rid of that indentation because I want to manually set my indentation. Go back to paragraph, first line, 1/4 inch in. Yeah, it looks a little better. It's almost lined up with this. I think it is lined up actually. At least good enough. Something else we can do, I got this paragraph selected. You can center all the text in here. This will eliminate your indentation, by the way. You can right justify it if you want to. One feature I use a lot is block. It spreads out the spacing between the words in the sentence, so that way the ends are justified with each other. And oh, it still did keep my indentation. I guess indentation doesn't matter on centering or right justified. Another nice little tool we can use, let's select our main paragraph up here and let's indent it. And a topic I'll cover in a later tutorial would be inserting objects like images and whatnot right here. But that would be one way you can do that. There's images themselves have special wrapping features you can take advantage of, which will automatically align the text where you want it. One other feature we can take advantage of if we want to is there's this toolbar item, non-printing characters. It's also under View, I believe. Yeah, non-printing characters. And you can click that, and you can see where all your paragraph and line endings are. In essence, these are all the enter keys or carriage returns that you've pressed, and it points those out. I'm going to turn that off, though. That's not a feature I use very often. And now that we're done playing with our page, I'm going to go ahead and hit the print preview button right here. It's next to the print icon. I believe it's also under File, Page Preview. I like to use the toolbar though, a little bit faster. And this is what it'll look like when it's printed out. Obviously a standard black and white LaserJet. This will probably be gray wherever we have some color. On a color printer you should get exactly what you see right here though. And that's it for basic formatting, justification, and indentation in OpenOffice Writer. That's it for this video. Give it a thumbs up if it helped you out. Click subscribe if you want to see more. Also make sure you check out the website www.the-nerdcave.com and tell your friends about me. I'd love to hear from them. Thanks for watching and have a great day.